Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back for the second of our two matches here on the Sultan Bin Zayed field here in Ghantoot. We've got the home team playing in their traditional white shirts, and they're coming out to compete against Ankora. Ankora having played 1-2 already in their first two league games. Abu Dhabi have had a mixed bag of results. They managed to ultimately come out second against Abu Dhabi, having been in a commanding position, and they lost their first match, but they came back with a good win in their second game. So they played 2, 1-1, lost 1. Here are the runners and riders. Ankora in the dark strips today. They're playing in the dark grey. Sultan Bin Zayed of a -1 goal handicap is at number 1. At 2, Ricardo Aitigarros of a 5 goals is at 2. Khaled Al-Omran in the 3 shirt. At 4, Santos Iriarty, team totaling 6 goals. And Ghantoot, Ali Al-Mari off 1. Yusuf Bin Dismal is at 2 off 1. And Nasser Al-Shamsi, the third of the 1-goal players, in the 3 shirt. And at the back, Jojo Colombres with a 3-goal handicap, and Ghantoot a full complement of 6 goals. So it's going to be 0-0 on the scoreboard to start. Potentially we could have a tied game. And the players are just congregating on the far side of the field. And they're saying hello to Peter Wright and Matthias Baviani. In the chair next to me is Mr. Jason Dixon, who was out there taking care of the first match. He's going to be acting as third man here for this one. And Ankora looking good with 2 wins, but Ghantoot will be really up for this. They need to win this game, you would feel. If they can come in with played 3, 1-2, lost 1, give them a really good chance of getting to a main semi. So just looking at this, Anningsley have played 3, lost 3. They're out of the equation. But if Ghantoot rather, were to beat Ankora here, we would have 3 teams, played 3, 1-2, lost 1. I'm pretty sure that's right. And we would then need a penalty shootout. Who are we missing? We're missing someone. We're missing 1 from each team. Nasser Al-Shamsi just coming back to the centre of the field. Santos Iriarty has gone back to the Ankora tent just to finish his hair and makeup. He's getting on board now. So an Ankora win would put them straight through into the main semis. No doubt about that. But if Ghantoot can wrestle a victory here, it would make this group very interesting. The ball's in play, and possession is up for grabs. Salman being pushed out of the way there by Ali Al-Mari, who aborted that near side backhander. Only didn't like what he was doing in that first movement. Garros is there. So too is Colombres. He tries to play a backhander out towards Al-Shamsi. Al-Shamsi's hooked out of it there by Aitigarros. Garros spinning the corner here on this lovely little liver chestnut. And that's a clever pass down the side under his pony's neck towards Santos Iriarty. But Santos has been taken out of it. And it's Al-Shamsi and Juju Colombres controlling things at the back here for Ghantoot. Colombres has gone through for the pass. Oh, and the pass was very close to him. He had to duck and let the ball come through. Good block coming in from Al-Omran. And that took Colombres out of the play. Yusuf Bin Dismal working hard here on Haiti Garros. Garros on the near side of his pony. Oh, and Colombres is almost out of the saddle. He's done well to stay in. And he's regathered himself and he's got back into position. Pass goes downfield. Here comes Al-Shamsi. Nasser. Santos flying in. Near side, offside. But the backhander is wide to the left. In fact, that was Garros. Haiti that swooped in. So a knock in here to the local team. The home team, Ghantoot, looking for a win here. Out towards Al-Shamsi. Puts the brakes on. He's got Al-Omran for company. Nasser Shamsi doing a little spin. And he's gone past Al-Omran. Garros comes in, gets a good ride off, and then a near side backhander and brings that one back infield. Al-Omran fishing behind the pony, couldn't pick it up, but Sultan Bin Zayed is there, and Salman's done well. Colombres with time to just nudge that one across the face of his own goal. And he's just cut in behind the pony of Bin Zayed and found a pass out towards his teammate. Garros comes in, steals it away. This is dangerous, very dangerous for Ghantoot because this boy's got some skills. And Bin Dismal's done really well. Oh, look at this from Yusuf. Bit wild in the end. And he's conceded a corner. So Ricardo Garros, the highest rated player on the field here, the number 2 for Ankora, on this very, very nice little busy liver chestnut. He's teeing the ball up. And he's going to have an opportunity here on the angle from 60 yards. Oh, it's nice. Is it straight? Yeah, he smacked it right over the top. Nicely done there by Haiti Garros. And he opens the scoring here for Ankora. They go 1-0. There's the penalty on the replay on the angle. Good height, good direction, job done. So possession's up for grabs. There's a clash of sticks. It's Ali Al-Mari who's breaking away. He's got some backup here in the form of Yusuf Bin Dismal. And Bin Dismal switches to the left-hand side of his pony, nudges that one forward. He's done well here, Yusuf. Eventually he's hooked and tagged out of the play by Santos Iriarte, but they've still got it. Colombres. Al-Shamsi working nicely, one behind the other, and it's Al-Shamsi who's coming across towards goal. And Nasser Al-Shamsi has run out of space and the ball has trickled out of play. So a knock in here to Ankora. Garros will be the number 2. He's got Iriarte breaking left and then back to the right and going for the pass. Here is Santos Iriarte, but they've shown too much of that to Al-Shamsi. Al-Shamsi's going to get a bit of protection there from Colombres. Turns the play here, Nasser. Santos comes in. He's a bit rough and ready, but he's got the measure of the treasure, and he's found a lovely backhander towards Garros, and Garros is absolutely flying down the field on this little tostada. Here comes Colombres, has the inside track, gets the ride-off in. Decides to sweep it forward and retain possession for himself. Oh, but he's hit it out of play. So another corner to Garros, and 4 Ankora players have gone to change. They're going to have to be quick. Garros coming back quickly. He's realised. Now, they did this in their last match, Ankora. They all changed at the same time, all came back offside. And because of the time, he's going to have to come in and hit this without being allowed to tee it up. I think that's the right call. Here comes Garros on the angle, looking for a second corner. He's got the height, but he's pulled it across the face of goal, and it's wide to the left. Al-Shamsi's back on, and he's back onside. Colombres. Jojo Colombres. He's been told to get on with it, and he has done. He's found a pass out towards Ali Al-Murray. It's a good pass. Here comes Ali. Had a very good game in the last match, Ali. Scored a whole host of goals, and he's off and running again, and that approach shot looks like it's right on the money. Al-Murray sets himself. Can he find... Oh, no, he's pushed it out to the right, but he's got Bin Dismal there. Bin Dismal with the next shot. And they've made a mess of it. Well, what a chance. Ali Al-Murray with a beautiful under the neck shot. The approach was right in the middle of the goal, but he just mishit the goal shot and pushed it out to the right-hand side, and there's nothing his teammate could have done. And the chance has gone. Ankora, still a goal to nil. Under the neck shot pass towards young Santos. I was just having a quick chat. Let's have a look at the replay. Santos coming down and picking up the ball there.
Yeah, the white 2 is offside. I agree.
So we had a white number 2. There was no foul by the Ankora player coming into the ball, but the white number 2 had just changed his pony and came from an offside position and made a play, and as a result, he's been penalised. It's gone against Bin Dismal, did not get beyond the right position on the field to then come in and challenge for the ball.
He was offside when he entered. The ball in the play. The white player was behind the black team were going this way. So when he entered, he was behind the black. When the black team hit the ball in, white was behind the back line. Therefore, he's offside. He has to come into the field and pass one of the other white players before he can make a play at the ball or another player. So he came in behind the play offside. Should have been in front of the ball.
So it's going to be Ricardo Garros circling around here, coming in off a very long run-up, Palermo style, for this penalty 4, looking for 2 goals to nil. Nicely struck, but he struck it wide. Peter Wright on the post in the perfect position, and his right arm came out, and that one just drifting across. wide of the left-hand post. So a sigh of relief here for Ghantoot. And they're just trailing by 1. Colombres. Not the knock-in of his dreams, but he's got lucky there because the backhander from Iriartes hit his stick. And well done there, Colombres. Got that pony going forward quickly, sensed that Garros was going to try and swoop in. And on that angle, and at that speed, not enough distance. And the whistle's gone, and this one's gone in favour of the home team, Ghantoot. So a chance here for Juju Colombres. Now, this man here, the number 4, when Ghantoot played Abu Dhabi, he scored 8 penalties. But he did miss one. A 40 in the 4th. And unfortunately for him, his team lost by 1. But he struck the ball really well that day. And he's going to be looking to get that rhythm and that confidence back here from 60 yards. Colombres looks like he's hooked it left. It was a bit quick, wasn't it? Didn't quite have the steady rhythm that he was showing the other day, and he's turned it over, and it's wide to the left. So Garros brings the ball back into play. A little tap and then a whack out to the right-hand side, looking for Santos. Gone a bit too far, though, and that's allowed Colombres to retain possession and come around the corner and try and launch an attack for Ghantoot. Fires it down into a dangerous area. Ali Almari's there. So too is Garros, getting away there from Bin Dismal. Ricardo. Lovely skills from the pony of Garros. Put the brakes on and outstopped everybody, didn't he? So it's been moved down to a penalty 4. But I think it's now gone to a 40-yard hit because somebody said the wrong thing. Yep. So when the umpires decide where they are going to be awarding the penalty from, they've got an awful lot to consider. And on that occasion, Garros had control of the ball and they had a man free waiting for the pass. It was beyond the last line of defence. That's why they moved it forward initially. And then there's been a bit of back chat. So Garros now, whose job has been made a little bit easier. He's got a 40 and he's looking for 2-0. Ooh. Well, not a great penalty in fairness. He'll be disappointed with that. It was a really good opportunity with the final hit of the first chukker for Ankora to double their lead. But as it is, a let-off for Ghantoot. And they come in at the end of the first, trailing by just 1. It's 1-0 in favour of Ankora. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to all of our spectators here in Abu Dhabi at this wonderful, wonderful club in Ghantoot, the Sultan Bin Zayed field for the Sultan Bin Zayed Cup 2023, and the start of the second chukker here between Ankora and the home team Ghantoot. The sun is out, the temperature is warming up, and the stage is set here. It's going to be Ghantoot with a knock-in at the far end of the field. And just a little bit of ill discipline that they got away with on a couple of occasions. An offside. And a little bit of lip, but no damage done. Still 1-0. Here comes Colombres. It's gone out towards Nasser Al-Shamsi. Ali Al-Murray leaves it there for his teammate and goes downfield for the pass. Nasser comes through. Khalid. Al-Omran comes across. He's done well, Khalid. He's squashed him for space, but hasn't fouled him. And Al-Shamsi, who's still going, has done well as well. Good play here by Nasser. And now he opens up, gets away from Garros, goes for the under-the-neck shot. This is good. Sultan Bin Zayed is there. Santos Iriarte reaching out, initially appealing for the foul. There's certainly nothing there. And the attack has gone wide to the left. We seem to have is it a bit of broken tack there on the pony of Sultan Bin Zayed? The pony not right for him, quite sure. I think he's making that quite clear. As he heads up to the corner of the field. Quite sure what the situation is, whether that pony's got some broken tack. Seems to be moving all right. Maybe he just doesn't like it. Coming back with some pace. Sultan Bin Zayed, the number one here for Ankora, playing off a -1 handicap. He's played well. Played well in this tournament, no doubt about it. Garros with a restart. Iriarte goes out to the right. And that's where the ball's gone. And it will be Santos picking this one up here for Ankora. Puts the brakes on. Garros drops in behind. Told to get on with it. Man and ball there from Ali Al-Murray, who's done well for Ghantoot. And Nasser Al-Shamsi came hooning through. But did he need to play near side? Umpires are making their way to the centre of the field. Nasser Al-Shamsi was deemed to have needed a near side play there. So 5B in favour of the black shirts of Ankora. It will be Ricardo Garros. Taps it forward. Bin Ismail will come across and try and close him down. And Garros, he tried to go past Yusuf Bin Ismail, came up with a bit of a miss hit. Santos is there. Santos comes through with some momentum. Has he gone through the challenge? He almost. Garros is back in control. Haiti Garros under his pony's neck. Shot comes in from Sultan Bin Zayed, and Ali Al-Mari will chop it away under his pony's tail. Good work from Ali. Well, looked like Juju Colombres was well positioned. Al-Omran came flying in, and this one could well go in favour of the home team, Ghantoot. Yeah, it was Santos and Khaled Al-Omran. Clever little backhander from Ali Al-Mari. Didn't go very far, but it had really good angle on it. And he got the job done in defence there for Ghantoot. Play's called. Here comes Oscar Colombres. Taps it forward. And then launches it. He's launched it left, though. He's going to need Ali Al-Mari to get bat on ball here and bring it back towards goal. Didn't quite get enough on it. Santos. Colombres turning sharply here and trying to get this back one back round the corner and back towards goal, but he's had the ball stolen away. It's Garros. Haiti. And he's leading them all a merry dance at the moment. Iriarty has it. Reaching out behind his pony. Backhander comes in. Iriarty on the loop, picks it up, pops it back towards Garros, and Garros goes across the field out towards Al-Omran. Not going to reach. Back it is the call. That's a good backhand from Nasser Al-Shamsi, and he's teed up a counter-attack here for Ghantoot. Colombres. Reaching out here is Juju Colombres, goes for the next shot. This looks good to me. It's going, gone. And finally, Ghantoot have clicked into gear in front of goal. And they've scored an absolute beauty. Oscar Colombres ties the match. It's 1-1. Well, there's the replay. Didn't get hold of the first one. The backhander from Al-Shamsi was inch perfect, wasn't it? Really good, meaty tail backhander. And that set them on their way. So a tied game here as the clock ticks down to about 4 minutes remaining in the second. Umpire's whistle's gone. I think he's calling for a clear channel. To be fair, it looked like someone got stuck on their pony in the middle there. And the umpires have given them the benefit of the doubt. Big ride-off coming in from Iriarty. Didn't get the backhander of his dreams, but it's fallen nicely here for his teammate Garros. Garros around the corner, under pressure, but coming up trumps with the ball. Still Haiti Garros showing his skills both sides of the pony. And now Shamsi's done really well. No nonsense play and backhander, and Ali Al-Mari comes around the corner. Ali reaching out, and Ali Al-Mari's done really well, and he's got away from Santos. Ali Al-Mari under his pony's neck, backed up by Colombres. Colombres goes at it twice, but eventually gets hooked out of it on the second occasion, and Garros has stolen it back, and the counter-attack is on for Ankora. Over the top of the bouncing ball, there goes Garros. Ali Al-Mari backhander straight towards Santos Iriarty. Santos flicks it out towards Garros. Garros once again. He's up over the halfway line. Back in defence here is Yusuf Bin Dismal and Juju Colombres, but it's still Garros. Garros opens up, fires it down towards the 60. Oh, and Bin Dismal's done really well. Got man and ball. Ali Al-Mari hooked out of it. Garros once again straightening up towards goal. Has gone past one. And he's found a little bit of space, but once again he's over the top of the bouncing ball, and as Sultan Bin Zayed pulled the trigger, so too did the umpire with the whistle. Well, there's Garros going around the corner on the replay. And the foul coming in there from Sultan Bin Zayed. So after a very long passage of play, the umpires have given a half chucker change here. 3 Ankora players working their way up to the top end of the field. That's Iriarty, Bin Zayed and Al-Omran. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock. Don't forget that includes the 30 seconds. So it's effectively 2:11 until the first bell. Santos back on a grey. Khalid and Salman both on bays. It's going to be a spot hit to Ghantoot. A penalty 5 and a chance for them to clear their lines and get the ball downfield. Potentially launch an attack that puts them in the lead here after having equalised with a good goal from Juju Colombres. Here he is again, bringing the ball back into play. He's got Santos Iriarte there for company. Finds a drive downfield. Al-Omran comes in with a waft on the near side, but it's not much more than a waft. He didn't get much battle on ball, and he's allowed Nasser Al-Shamsi. Al-Shamsi comes through, can't quite get the approach shot right, and he's left the ball behind. And Garros showing his stick work once again. Good skills around the corner here from Aiti Garros. Launches it. Back in defense here goes Colombres. Khalid comes through, but Colombres put the brakes on and just got the hook, let Al-Omran go flying through. It was like candy from a baby in the end. And there's the pass downfield. Ali Almari. Salman's there. Good work from Sultan Bin Zayed. Garros. Right place, right time. And a good turn from the pony. Shamsi comes back for him. Look at the block and the work that Santos Iriarte's doing. Well, appealing for the foul there was Colombres, but he was always second best to that. Ooh, and that's been hit straight at Nasser. Seems to be okay. Play will continue. Bin Dismal has it. Yusuf has a second go at it. Santos. And Santos was okay, but Khalid Al-Omran did not look quite so good. Whistle's gone. So there's Yusuf Bin Dismal driving that one downfield, and it was that weaving from Khalid Al-Omran without the contact. That's what the umpires didn't like. And the penalty has gone in favour of Ghantoot, and there's an opportunity here for them to take the lead in this low-scoring match. 42 seconds remaining until the bell. The first of the two hooters. And there's an opportunity here for Colombres to go 2-1. Looks good. He smashed it, and he's got it. So back into the groove from the penalty spot from Juju Colombres, who scored 8 penalties against Abu Dhabi. And he's found his groove again from 60, and he's put his team into the lead here. Ghantoot, 2-1. So back to the centre. There will just about be enough time to get the ball in play. We will play the 30, and it's Garros who's escaped with it, and Garros is on the march here, and he's looking for 2-2. Glances over his shoulder. He sees that Colombres is coming back, but he's not going to get there. A miscontrol from him. Al-Omran is in the pocket behind, and Khalid Al-Omran gets the score right on the stroke of half-time. A really good reply from Ankora, and they've tied the match here at half-time. We can't separate the teams. Ankora 2, Ghantoot 2. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back for this wonderful contest between Ankora and Ghantoot. Let's have a look at that final passage of play at the end of the second chukka. Garros escaping with the ball, beaten by the bounce, but the backup work from Khalil Al-Umran was absolutely perfect, and he tucked it away, and he put number 2 up on the scoreboard for his team and tied the match in the process. It's 2-2 here at halftime. The ball's back in play. Garros under pressure instantaneously from Juju Colombres. Working his magic on this lovely little mare, and he's found some space. Been crunched out of the way though by Al-Shamsi, who's read the situation well, but Nasser's backhander has gone straight back to Garros, and he's going to tickle it around the corner here on the near side and set up a shooting opportunity. Is he? No, he's not. He's been barged out of the way this time by Colombres. And Yusuf Bin Dismal did really well. Whistle's gone. Let's see where they go with this one. So there's the backhander. Bin Dismal turning directly onto the line, and Sultan Bin Zayed just a little bit weavy, meandering across in front of the Ghantoot number 2. That's what they've seen. That's what they've blown. And they've given a penalty fall as a result. Now, Colombres looking to replicate what he's just done in that second chukka. Same distance, he wants the same contact and the same result. Winds up, good contact, it looks good to me. He's absolutely tonked it straight over the top, and he's back in the groove again from 60 yards this time. Ghantoot go into the lead, 3-2. Great camera angle there from behind the goal. And a really good hit from Oscar Colombres. It's fallen there for Sultan Bin Zayed. He's hacking away, but Al-Shamsi has it, and they're screaming for the pass. Well, the whistle's gone, and it's a bit ugly, isn't it? It's a bit ugly. There's a spot hit to Ankora. Here comes Ricardo. Garros working it through the midfield. Colombres is there in defense for Ghantoot. He's got some backup here from Nasser Al-Shamsi. Al-Shamsi gets the hook on Bin Zayed, and then Juju picks it up once again. Ghantoot up over the halfway line, and bursting into some space here is Oscar Colombres. He's already hit one from there under his pony's neck, and this one is going. Bin Dismal is there. No, it's Ali Almari. Ali comes in and finishes it off. Well, it was almost an identical situation to the goal that Colombres scored in the first half of the match. This time, he didn't quite get as much on it, but his next shot was perfect for angle. And he allowed Ali Al-Mari to swoop in on the line, and Ali got the job done. Ghantoot, for the first time in the match, going into a 2-goal advantage. It's 4-2. Garros. And, well, a fairly obvious one there. I know there was a groan coming from Oscar Colombres, but he can't be questioning that one. Surely had a near-side play, because Garros was absolutely flying straight down the line on the little liver chestnut. It's going to be a penalty fall. And an opportunity here for Ankora, who have just gone a bit flat here. But they've got a chance here from 60 yards. It's low, but it's straight, and it's been stopped. Colombres it was reaching out. He's brought the ball downfield. He's appealing for the foul. Yusuf bin Dismal was there. So too was Ricardo Garros. The umpires have just gone upstairs here. So here comes Colombres. That's fine, but that's not.
Creo que si sale así, hay penales, pero no sé si lo hacen hoy o... Pero los tres equipos están acá. Tengo que hacerlo hoy, ¿no? Mejor.
Good hook coming in there. Really good hook from Ricardo Garros. Picked up here by Juju Colombres. Colombres inside the 30, and he's unchallenged. Santos comes back now. Colombres appealing for the foul, but the challenge from Iriarte looked okay, didn't it? Are they appealing for a corner? I think it's a knock-in. Let's have a look. Whistle has gone. They're going to check. And it is a corner. So fair enough. Ball's coming out to be dropped down on the 60-yard line. Not much angle on it. And a really good opportunity here for Ghantoot to open up some real daylight between themselves and Ankora. Because if this is slotted, they'll have a 3-goal lead.
¿Cuántas yardas son ahí? 60 más.
It's low. Oh, and it's been stopped. He fizzed it straight at the goal, but he fizzed it straight at Garros, and Garros has come up with an absolute ripper of a pass downfield towards his teammate Al-Omran, and Al-Omran's got bat on ball, and he's up towards the 60-yard line. This is really good from Khalid. Where's that going? Is it going to stay in play? It's leaking out to the left, and he's wide of the target. Good counter-attack from Ankora, but unfortunately for them, it yields no fruit. Here comes Juju. Good pass out towards Ali Al-Mari. say that, the ball's popped out of play and possession will go back to Ankora here. And there's 3 minutes and 13 seconds left on the clock. Good platform here for Garros to try and work this one down into a dangerous area. He's got time and space at the moment to bring the ball forward up to the 60. Bin Dismail comes across now, but he's got the jump on him and gone past him. Still Garros. Takes the contact, works it around the corner on the near side. Aiti. And he's overplayed it. Colombres. Al-Shamsi went right and then broke back to the left, and he's going to be the recipient of that pass. Pass is on. Big ride-off from Santos. Swooping in there ahead of his teammate Al-Omran was Garros. And Garros with a cry of anguish. The two number twos coming together. Bin Dismail protesting his innocence. But I'm not sure if the umpires agree with him. Al-Omran is off the field. Ankora will be told to get on with it. They won't be allowed to wait here for their teammate. So it's 4 against 3 momentarily. Khalid will come back onside. Santos picking up the loose ball. Still Iriarty. Glances over his shoulder to see where Garros is. And Bin Dismail did well, but then he flicked the ball back into the path of Aiti Garros. And Garros is once again spinning corners and working the ball short. Now he's got a bit of space, but he's crunched out of the way there by Bin Dismail. But then he opens up again, goes for the next shot. Oh, he's got to shoot there, surely. And he's, well, he wants to beat them all 2 or 3 times, doesn't he? And it's all getting a bit messy. And eventually the ball's half stolen away. Well, the whistle's gone. And the spot hit has gone in favour of Ghantoot. I'm not quite sure why Ricardo Garros didn't shoot there with that little neck shot. He worked the space. And then he came around the corner again and wanted to do it all over again. Here come Ghantoot. Penalty 5. Al-Shamsi. Launches it. Up over the halfway line they go, and Bin Dismail's trying to get on the end of it, but it is Aiti Garros who's stolen possession back for Ankora. This time he's gone past Bin Dismail and launched it downfield. Sama Al-Hayef is on the end of this. Dropping in behind and waiting for the misses, Juju Colombres, but Salman's done well. Can he find the under the neck shot? Bin Hayef goes for the, oh, this is close. This could be really good. Oh, he's missed it by a whisker. So unlucky. The approach shot was good. It was a little bit out to the right, left himself an awful lot to do, but his goal shot was very inventive. But he was just a fraction wide of that left-hand goalpost. And that is going to be chukker. And at the end of the third chukker here, a really good third for Ghantoot, because they come in at the final change and they've got a 2-goal advantage. It's 4 goals to 2. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sultan Bin Zayed field here in Ghantoot. You can see how close that ball was, almost grazing that left-hand post, but it was wide and the chance is gone. Good chucker, that third chucker for Ghantoot. They started slowly. They were 2-2 at half-time, but they scored 2 unanswered goals there. And Ankora have gone a bit flat, and they're trailing by 2. Ball's back in play. Tense moments here at the beginning of this fourth and final chukker. Al-Shamsi receives the pass from Colombres. Also receives a big ride-off from Ricardo Garros, who flicks it around the corner. Al-Shamsi hunting him down. Good skills by Aiti Garros. And he's still got it here. Well, Yusuf Bin Zayed with a stick raised. Might well have been waiting for that right turn. Here's the replay. Put the brakes on, turned right, and there's no distance there. Spot hit to the whites. Ghantoot coming forward with the ball. Pass goes infield towards Ali Al-Mari. Ali. Swing and a miss. Backed up here by Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser. Garros is good. And he's turned nicely. Bin Zayed being called upon to get the hook in, and he's done that, but Santos has come through all, and had Santos threaded that one through, big bump and a near side play. Well, the near side play from Iriarty was a little bit loose and a little bit late. So Ghantoot with the penalty 5. Colombres puts the hammer down and goes past Santos. Garros coming across, but there's nothing he can do because Colombres is flying through at pace, and Ali Al-Mari is in. Al-Mari in front of goal. Al-Mari gets the score. Well, Ghantoot open up a 3-goal lead, and at a very, very good time to do so, because we're in the fourth and final chukker, and it's a long way back for Ankora now. All of a sudden, They need 4. Looks like we're going to penalties, folks. Unless Santos could do something about it. Iriarte from the throw-in here, working it forward for Ankora. Lovely little turn from Haiti Garros. But he's going to have to start being a bit more direct. Surely he seems to be overplaying it a little bit in my eyes. That one's gone infield. Colombres is well positioned in defence. Being tracked here by Alomran. Oh, that's good skills, but he's left it behind. Bin Dismal is there. He's on the near side. Salman Bin Hayef called out of it by Garros. Garros working it through the Ghantoot traffic. Good skills. And eventually hooked. He'll have to go near side. And then gets another hook. Nasser comes through, and there's an opportunity here for Santos, and there's strength in numbers, and they're in disarray in defence here, and it's going to be Garros stick and balling this one across the line, and Ankora with a quick reply, having gone 3 down. They pulled one back. It's 5-3. Well, the umpire's called a free change. So we've got 3 whites and 2 blacks going off. Garros had just made it back to the throne. He's already changed after that goal. An unchallenged goal where he turned into space, but he couldn't believe his eyes when he came around the corner because there were no whites back in defence. And here's that last passage of play. And it could have been one of 2 Ankora players. Either Iriarte or Garros, and Garros pulling rank and getting the ball across the line. 5-3. A very important passage of play coming up here. Because there's still plenty of time left in the match. But Ankora quite simply have to score next, and they have to score soon. So everyone's changed. Back on fresh ponies for the conclusion of this 4th chukker. Ball's in play. Who's got it? There's a mad scrap for possession, and Santos is called off it here by Garros, and Garros is going beyond the outstretched Al-Shamsi. And Ali Almari, with his stick raised, was close enough to Ricardo Garros. There's Garros working the ball forward, putting the brakes on and turning right, which he's done several times in this match. And he's been penalised for it yet again. Colombres circling around. 4 minutes and 1 seconds remaining. That's, don't forget, that includes the 30, so effectively there's 3:31 on the clock. Unless the game is tied, in which case we'll play the 30. I'm assuming that one's been nudged downfield by Nasser Al-Shamsi. Ali Almari comes in, comes up with a tail backhander. It was inventive. Alomran under pressure from Bin Dismal. Bin Dismal's tail backhander is back in field. Santos has it, leaves it there for Garros. But they've lost control. And it's, well, there's the backhander from Yusuf. And it's all going horribly wrong at the moment for Ankora. It's a penalty too. And an opportunity here for Ghantoot to, well, really turn the screw on Ankora, because if this goes through, they go back into a 3-goal lead. It's going to be Oscar Columbres circling around, looking for 6-3. Well, he's absolutely duffed it. Has that gone out of play? It must have done. Or maybe it hasn't. The umpires have blown the whistle. It's come up a bit short, maybe. Well, I'm not quite sure if I know what to say. He hit the ground harder than he hit the ball. Well, just getting word that maybe the ball fell off the tee, but even still. Here comes Garros, dropping in on that miss-hit backhander, and can he find the pass? The pass is good. One of two players could take this. Khalid Al-Omran. Al-Omran coming through on goal. Khalid to finish this one off for Ankora, and Khalid has missed it. Well, what a chance that was. Really good pass from Garros. Put it into the perfect position. But Khalid has just left it hanging out to the left-hand side, and, oh, how important could that be? Because a missed penalty at one end and then conceding at the other is always hard for a team to take. But they've got away with it. Here comes Ali Al-Mari. Ali. Salman coming across to him. Good contact between... It's a 5B. And there's still time here, you know. But Ankora will be wanting to score from this drive. Garros taps it forward. No foul is the call from the Whites. That's Columbres trying to conduct his troops and give them instructions. They do not want to be conceding penalties. Garros has worked it around the corner, but he's been absolutely clobbered on the turn. He's off his pony. I think that's just a precaution. He's just checking to see if the pony's okay. Does a little spin there, retains possession, and that's a bit of a hack. Well, it looks like the ball has been dropped down on the penalty 2 spot. A 30-yard penalty, and after that call from Juju Columbres with no fouls, they've conceded one here, and the clock has stopped. Just what Ankora needed. And assuming that they do put this one through, they'll be trailing by 1. And by the time they get back to the center of the field, there'll still be about 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. Don't forget that 2:07 includes the 30 seconds, which makes a big difference. the game is not tied. So Garros is back on his pony. Is he going to come in at walk? It looks like he is. Little practice swing here. Garros strokes it through. And Ankora back on the scoreboard, and they've scored 2 unanswered goals. They put themselves back in the match. Pressure on to Ghantoot. They're still ahead, but it's 5-4. Players coming back. 1, 9, 8, 7, and the ball is in. Well, the whistle's gone. Nasser Al-Shamsi seems to have taken a collision in the throw-in. Well, Nasser Al-Shamsi's back on his pony. He looks like he's good to continue battle. Let's have a look at the replay. Ball goes in, pops out. Penalty's been given in favour of Ghantoot. It's a penalty 5. Here comes Colombres. Tap forward. Santos goes to him. Juju out to Nasser on a short pass. And now Shamsi goes long, and that's good. It's right in the block hole. Ali Al-Mari's there. So too is Sultan Bin Zayed. It's flicked back towards goal. And another whistle. Beautifully picked up here by Garros, who's absolutely flying down the field. Has he shown too much of that to Colombres? Tail backhander coming in there from Juju. Seconds remaining here as Santos comes around the corner and gets it away from the reaching Nasser Al-Shamsi. And this is good play here. Oh, and Santos took a bump there from Nasser Al-Shamsi. Salman Al-Hayaf comes through and he punches it down, straight onto the stick of Ricardo Garros, and well, Garros turning right. He had the ball at his feet, but he also had his teammate flying down the old line. And let's hope they're all okay. Well, it looks like the ponies are fine, the riders are fine. Let's have a look at that replay. It was really good work from Sultan Bin Zayed, who came flying through like someone had called the cavalry. There's the shot from him, straight onto the stick of Garros, but then boom, Ricardo turning right, expecting his teammate to go left maybe. Maybe he was just focusing on the ball. And a very untimely collision for Ankora because Garros had the ball and he was in on goal.
They collapse between each other. No? करते सब और डिवाइस चुके नहीं है यार फिर वो जो चाचियां देती थी पड़ी
Well, it looks like Salman bin Hayef is okay. But it was an extraordinary passage of play because as he blasted the ball through, he had his teammate standing almost at 90 degrees and Garros just put his stick out and just met the ball right in the middle of the stick head, nudged it back across the field towards goal. And I bet Garros's eyes lit up when he'd made that touch. He was in. But he didn't contemplate that his teammate was still on the old line, steaming through. And as he steamed through, he collected Garros in the process. And, well, looks like they're going to lose possession here. So it's a penalty 5, and it's in favour of Ghantoot. And, well, quite simply, they've just got to hit the ball down the field. Decides to tap it. Oof, that was close. But that is enough from Juju Colombres, and Ghantoot have held out. 5-4 in favour of the white shirts, the local team, and that means we have a 3-way tie here, folks. There will be a penalty shoot-off between Ghantoot, Abu Dhabi, and Ankora. Well, there is the chucker by chucker stat. 1-0 to Ankora at the end of the first. 2-2 at half-time. 4-2 to the Whites, who had a good third chucker, didn't they? 2 unanswered goals. And then 2 by Ankora, 1 to Ghantoot in that final chucker. And the Whites held on 5-4. Great shots over this wonderful club here in Abu Dhabi. Field goals, 2 to Ankora, 3 by Ghantoot. Throw-ins, 5-4 in Ankora's favour. Fouls, 13 by Ankora, 10 by Ghantoot. Penalties, 1 out of 4 and 2 out of 4 respectively. There were some corners in the game. 1 out of 2 by Ankora and none out of 1 by Ghantoot. And no yellow cards in the match. Final score, 5-4 to the home team. So that's the end of this transmission. We will have a penalty shootout. I'm not sure if we're going to be showing that on the live stream, but there's a three-way tie here. So we have a shootout between Ankora Abu Dhabi and Ghantoot. Until next time, it's goodbye from Abu Dhabi.